In Syria, Homs has been known as a flashpoint city after bloody unrest broke out in the country in 2011. But the city is now in the hands of the Syrian army forces who've remained loyal to President Bashar al-Assad. They've seized Homs's Khalidiyya district and are now moving ahead with their operations to retake more land from the foreign-backed insurgents. From the battlefield, our correspondent Alaa Ebrahim reports.
Destruction is everywhere here. This is the Khalidiyya district in the central Syrian city of Homs. The Syrian army managed to retake this district after fierce fighting that went on for over a month. This neighborhood was the main stronghold for the foreign-backed insurgents in Homs and their main operation room in the city.
Despite all the terrorists' propaganda, we are here in Khalidiyya and we are taking control of the neighborhood. We will carry out the operation until we liberate all of Homs.
These destroyed buildings hide a lot of secrets. More than 700 hostages were said to have been kept by insurgents in Khalidiyya, but none of them was found yet. The advance in Khalidiyya means that Syrian military units managed to split in half insurgent-controlled areas of Homs.
We entered Khalidiyya despite the fortifications. We lost several of our forces, but we were determined to enter because it is a very strategic place, not just for Homs, but for the whole Syria.
This achievement by the Syrian army can be compared to their taking control of the strategic town of Qusayr, at least in its effect on the morale of the fighters on both sides. This mosque is the last point of Khalidiyya and the first step in a new phase of life in Homs. The mosque behind me is Khalid ibn al-Walid Mosque, which is the main landmark of Homs city. This mosque is the last point in al-Khalidiyya neighborhood, and this is where the Syrian military operation ended in its first phase in al-Khalidiyya neighborhood. The operation will go on from here into al-Warsha neighborhood, which is another part of the old city of Homs. But taking of al-Khalidiyya is very significant for the Syrian army. It means that the most important and the strongest point for the insurgents in the city of Homs has fallen into the hands of the Syrian army. Alaa Ebrahim PressTV, al-Khalidiyya neighborhood.
Meanwhile, Syrian government troops make more advances in the north during cleanup operations against foreign-backed insurgents. Army forces attack rebel positions outside the town of Khan al-Assad in Aleppo province to retake its control. Back in March, a chemical attack there killed 30 people. Both Damascus and foreign-backed militants point a finger of blame at each other. This, as a Russian-led inquiry says, the Takfiri extremists were behind the deadly attack. Last week, UN chemical weapons inspectors paid a visit to Damascus to discuss an independent probe into the incident. Another day of bloodshed in Iraq. Twin bomb explosions have ripped through the capital, Baghdad. At least 7 people were killed and 11 others injured after an improvised explosive device went off outside a Shia mosque in the northeastern neighborhood of Hosseiniya. Meanwhile, a second bomb attack killed 2 worshippers near a Sunni mosque in western Baghdad. Hospital officials have confirmed the death tolls in the 2 bombings. Violence has plagued Iraq since the 2003 U.S.-led invasion of the country. The United Nations says nearly 3,000 Iraqis have been killed in the past 4 months alone.